Hi, I'm Kurt Landefeld. I am the author of Jack's Memoirs, Off the Road. This book is a fictional memoir about the Beat-era writer Jack Kerouac. And for a long time I've tried to answer the question, what if Jack had not died in 1969, but instead had found a way to go underground, to continue to write, and to emerge in 2002, when he would have been 80 years old, with his memoirs. And so that's what this book is, and it's been a real joy to write it. I'm going to share with you a couple of passages here that hopefully will give you a taste for what you can expect if you read the whole book. This first section comes when he's leaving Black Mountain, North Carolina, and headed out to Cape Hatteras. And from there he was going to head north to Boston and Cape Cod. And this is how he talks about that feeling of the road. I had mixed emotions about leaving Black Mountain. Going there hadn't turned into the quick peek at somebody else's college campus I thought I'd do. Never expected to meet anyone like Ruth Parker with her story, and I certainly never counted on all that I'd fallen into with Joe, whatever it was or is, since we hadn't taken a lot of time to figure it out. Then there was Lissa too, all of them tied back to this college that had been dead and gone for 15 years. If Ruth was to be believed, it had planted seeds of creativity and ideas that had borne fruit out across the country. Ruth had talked me into finding out if that was true, even as I was trying to find out other truths. As I headed east, there was a part of me that wanted an excuse to turn around. But what would I turn around to? In one of the strange ways about roads, I had to leave Black Mountain in order to figure out what I had found there. Still, there was another part of me, honestly I'd say it was the stronger part, that wanted the freedom of the road again. The freedom to go where I wanted, be where I wanted to be, when I wanted to be there. Not answering to anything or anyone. Seeing new things, meeting new people, taking things as they came. It was the push that got me out of St. Pete. I could even say deep down, it was the push that helped me kick the booze. Maybe the push too Gerard gave me in the hospital. The push that got me out of Lowell in the first place, out of New York, onto the ocean, to Denver, San Francisco, the Sierras, Mexico City, Algiers, the push to see more, always more. Afoot and lighthearted, I take to the open road, healthy, free, the world before me, the long brown path before me, leading wherever I choose. Henceforth, I ask not good fortune. I myself am good fortune. That's how Whitman starts Song of the Open Road, and that's just how I felt once I'd put a few miles of Black Mountain behind me. How I'd started so many roads. Gerard kept saying I was running away. Ruth and Joe saw something else. This next meeting comes from when Jack makes a visit to Cape Hatteras and the lighthouse and has a moment out there that I can only describe as close to a nervous breakdown. He makes it back to his motel room and falls asleep, and when he wakes up he finds that his journal is sprawled across his bed, and in it is a poem that he doesn't remember writing, but clearly has some meaning for what he's doing in North Carolina. And here is the poem. I hauled my ass to Hatteras, Big Sur's backside, where once I danced in Pacific surf, skipped under Bixby's bridge, high as a kite, then fell from the sky when the wind died, escaped doing a continental jig across Rocky Mountains and Old Man Rivers, dust-deviled through Mormon deserts, over Great Plains and Great Lakes, till I landed on my Atlantic edge. Here I hung with Montclair's crew, far from cold cod. Still I heard their iced rigging singing. They clung for life off Orleans. Beston could only watch from his outermost house. In deadly Petersburg my mast cracked too. I swayed with the best of them, backed against our lighthouse, pinched Aeneas-like between my rock and a damn hard place. Now, teetering at barber-poled Hatteras, I looked for you, Gerard, my deliverance. I searched for you, surfing with angels, riding the biggest wave, all the way to Break Point. We're on a roll now. I cried for you, Sammy, sprawled across Anzio's sand, torn to shreds by Nazi bullets and waspy slurs. I called for you, Neil, all blue-jeaned and smokes. You came once, then hopped, skipped, and jumped your Zephyr all the way from Denver hustles to frozen Mexican tracks. I loved you, Alan, howling at your own madness, singing your soft Berkeley sutras, losing your hair under hard city lights. I wept for you, Annie, strawberry-haired and morning lovely, and for you, Joan, wild in your pregnant New York streets, and you, Edie, running back to broken Midwestern homes, and you, Carolyn, caught in a brakeman switch, and you, Stella, waiting for men who never came home, and ma mère, losing all but one who's most lost of all. I wept for all of you. I wept for me, running from you. The light's out now, the tide's running away. Here on slopey, sandy, shifty shores, here at badass Hatteras.